Good afternoon, Coolest Coast. It's time for Coffee on the Coast. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Coffee on the Coast. I'm your host today, Tina Prigge. Welcoming back to the show, Kristin Keck of Manitowoc Public Library. Hi,
Here
Kristin.
again. Yay.
Hey,
Okay.
what the heck?
Hi.
You're back.
I'm back.
Nice to see you. And it's exciting because it means
Mhm.
you've got something fun up your sleeve
Yes.
for teens. You've got a teen hangout. Tell us
Mhm.
what this game is called Gamestormers.
It's called Gamestormers, and it is a game about creating a game. So, yeah, I know. I'm going to show you the lid. It has
Ooh, cool
beautiful artwork as
art.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, some really cool art here. But it is a game about creating a game story. So that's, whoops. Can we see it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Like a
So
fantasy
this,
landscape.
but this is the game board. So it is a card game,
Okay.
kind of along the lines of, actually, I don't know what to compare it to, because you are going to create a story as you go along, as you draw cards and put them on your game board and trade them and discard them. You're going to create a story. And then you're going to pitch your story, your game. Tell us about your game. You've got 2 minutes to do it. And whoever has the best pitch is going to win. So it's very creative. It's going to use a lot of imagination and a lot of, well, some strategy too, because each card has a different aspect of. You can get extra points for this, or if you have other cards that play with it on your board, you can get extra points for those. And the really exciting thing, in my opinion, I mean, the game is very exciting too, but the really exciting thing is that we're going to have the creator of this game. His name is Jon Spike, and he is going to be live on a Zoom with us to talk about the game and teach us how to play it.
What? How often
And
does that happen that
I
you
know this is
connect
going
with
to
the
be
game
really
creator?
exciting. Yes, we're going to have the person who put all this together talk about creating games, and he's created a couple of them. They all sound really interesting. And one of them just won an international award for, it's like the silver, let me make sure I got this right because I had the printout, which I put somewhere and now it's gone. Fine. But we have, he won silver in the Play to Learn, International Play to Learn Game Expo for one of his other games called Doom Scroll, which I kind of want to play too. But the one that I was really interested in was this one because you create this story. You create this, there he is on the poster there. That's Jon Spike. And he's going to tell us about Gamestormers.
So, so the game players create their
Mhm.
own game story and then pitch
Yes.
it, and people vote on
Mhm.
what seems like the most
Mhm.
fun. Do they ever then play what was pitched, or
I
the
think you
playing is actually
could.
the creation in the first
The
place?
playing is actually the creation of the first piece, but you know, you have this idea now, this game that you've created that you could go on to develop with cards and different things like that. It's such an interesting way to think of gaming, and that's why I really love it.
How many people can play?
Well, 6 people can play, but we have 3 copies of this. So if we get more than 6, we'll set up another table and we'll go with more pieces and more games.
Okay. All right. So this is happening. This is specifically a teen hangout, and this is
Yes.
on Thursday, September 11th, 6
Mhm.
p.m. at Manitowoc Public Library. Teens ages what, 11 to 18?
11 to 18. Now this is an all ages game. I think it's 8 and up on the box. But why is this so small? Yeah, 3 to 6, but it's 9 and up on the box. But since it's teens, we are asking for 11 to 18.
Okay. Any registration required?
Nope. Just show up.
So give us an idea of what happens with the cards.
So the cards are there. There are 4 different types of cards. You have a character and a storyline. These are going to be the first 2 that you draw. And since I've just drawn this off the top, this is Theo the Trailblazer. And you will see on the bottom, this character gives you an advantage because once per game, you can take 1 additional action during your turn. So you have an extra thing. That goes on my board with this character, and the storyline is Stop the Robot Uprising. So, and again, you have an extra thing that you can do with this card. If you decide you'll get 2 character cards and I've forgotten how many storyline cards, and you can decide which one you want. So you automatically have 1 discard. But considering that our it's Theo the Trailblazer, and we're going to stop the robot uprising, then we need some things that happen in our game. These cards are called mechanics. Oh, and this is a whole different genre. So the stop the robot uprising. Why can't I say that?
Stop the robot uprising.
But what I just pulled was the mechanic is horror. So now we have a phobia about something. It could be a phobia about robots. Are we overcoming this phobia about robots? Is it, maybe we're just afraid of something else that spawns off of robots, that uncanny valley effect.
Battery's dying.
The battery's dying. You get 2 mechanics. Okay, we got a sci-fi one this time, and the other one is time travel.
Ooh.
So we're going to stop the robot uprising. Robot uprising. The Obots are uprising. While battling our phobia of robots, and somehow time travel is going to be involved. We'll have to think about that one. You also get item cards. And the item cards, and this one, oh no, it's another horror card. So somewhere a mysterious figure will come into our gameplay. Do they tell us something about the robot uprising? Are they behind it? Do we need to fight them? Are they an ally?
Are they a time traveler?
Are they the time traveler? We get 2 item cards too. Oh, and this is a sci-fi. Oh, this is going to be interesting. There is also a cloning device involved. Now, who invented that? Was it the robots?
Ooh.
Are we making new people because the robots are taking over, so we clone ourselves? Do I have a clone? Is the clone evil? That's an evil twin sci-fi twist. But you're going to create these. Now, you do get to discard. So if I decide, for instance, that I can't work with the cloning device, I can discard that item and draw another one. Oh, and this is the blacksmith shop. This is a fantasy one.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, that may fit better.
Blacksmithing robot parts, perhaps?
Blacksmithing robots parts, yes. But I don't have any other fantasy cards on here. So do I want to keep that? Do I want to throw it away? Now, this all happens through the gameplay. So these are the decisions you're going to make. And then when we decide, finally, what our game is going to be, then we have to pitch it. So we follow Theo through a dystopian robot taken over future world. Theo has a real fear of robots, so he can't interact with them at all. But there is the robot uprising, so we must try to battle the robots. There is a mysterious figure who sometimes gives us advice and sometimes seems to be coming from another world entirely. We don't know where he comes from. Possibly he's a time traveler from the future. Well, that goes very Terminator. But still, he's a time traveler from the future who has come to tell us how to stop this. But he may be evil. He may be in league with the robots. We also have an ally at the local blacksmith shop who is creating weapons for us to fight the robots with. These are very low-tech weapons, so like arrows and things of that nature. But the goal is to stop the robot uprising, to put down the robots, to discover whether this mysterious figure is actually an ally or in league with the robots. And at some point, we'll probably time travel.
You know what? This game sounds great for storytelling. It's so great for your imagination. This is a great
storytelling game, and I've been just messing with the cards and coming up with all these different scenarios and different plots. But then the people that I'm playing with are going to say, okay, is this the best scenario on the board? Because other people are also creating their own scenarios. So, who's going to win over the group and say that this is the best game? We want to play this one. If this game existed, we'd want to play this one more than any of the others.
Yeah.
that we
And
just talked
there's
about.
no right answer. You're not
There's
trying
no
to,
right answer. No.
there's not a perfect combination. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. There's no perfect combination that's going to win over everybody, because some people don't like sci-fi settings. I mean, the horror figure of the mysterious figure that's coming in, maybe an ally or maybe an enemy. Some people don't like that ambiguity. Some people just don't like sci-fi, period. And we're not interested in time travel. That sounds awkward and weird. It's just, there's no right answer, but there's also no wrong answer.
Yeah.
And people are really into different things. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody comes up with, because that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing how Jon got to this point where there are all these mechanics, there are all these items, special cards that do special things during your turn. And you can have mini battles too, to kind of test the waters. So on your turn, if you say, okay, I'm going to pitch a scenario against whoever else wants to pitch a scenario, and there'll be a vote on just those two,
Oh, yeah.
then you can kind of test the waters and see, well, how are things going? Do people like this idea? Am I getting a lot of support for this? Now that can win you points or lose you points too, before the final round where everybody has to put forth their story.
It'd be so
So,
cool if the game creator gets to hear some of the stories that the game stories that people
yeah,
come up
I'm
with.
looking forward to that too. I'm looking forward to seeing how he will react to what we come up with. And I just think this is a really, really interesting way to just play a board game, yes, but also explore your creativity, explore what you think about things and how you can put things together to make a new story. And I know I love stories. That's that's
And you
one of
never
my
know, too,
favorite
somebody might
things.
hit on the next great game idea
Yeah,
by
you
stretching their
might.
minds this way.
You might come up. I mean, somebody had to invent Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, somebody had to invent Dungeons and Dragons. They come from people.
Right.
So there's no reason not to be the next person that comes up with the next thing.
What a cool event you've got planned. Okay, this is a
Yes, this is
teen
going to be so
hangout.
much fun.
Teens ages 11 to 18 join the On the Table game series for Gamestormers. Thursday, September
Gamestormers.
11th, 6 p.m. The game creator will also be on Zoom to participate. How cool.
I am just really excited about this, and I'm hoping, and there's something for everybody here, because there's the sci-fi, which we saw, the sci-fi sort of scenarios, but there's a horror scenario, there's a fantasy scenario, there's kind of a steampunk, they're calling it civilizations, but kind of a steampunk world building scenario. There's yeah. There's just all kinds of really cool things for your storyline. There's a high seas one where you can let me see where, yeah, fantasy. The high seas one, it has various, you build a ship, you're a pirate. The horror one is very wild. But there are all these different ways to play it.
Well, and one thing
And
I think you've
it's up to you.
demonstrated too is that even solitary, right? Like if you have this
It's kind of
game,
fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell a
You
story.
have
Yeah,
this game, you can tell a story. We do have a copy of this game already in the toy library ready for checkout. So if you want to try it out, but maybe can't get to the event, it's there. We will have one in this. Why are my words working like this today? In the department as well, that you can just check out and just kind of use into the department.
oh,
That's
tell
not
us about
ready
the toy
yet.
library. Are there
Oh,
any
I'm
age
so
limits,
sorry.
or can anyone, like can
Anyone
an
can check
adult?
out. Anyone can check out from the toy library. You just put it on hold if it's not, just like a regular book. If it's not physically there at the moment, put it on hold. You'll be the next one to get it.
Cool.
And yeah,
So
this is
viewers,
one
if
of
this
the old.
sounds interesting to you, you can absolutely
Mhm,
check out this game and
mhm,
play it with your friends, play it with your family. Yeah,
mhm.
what a cool
Give it
idea.
a shot. Um, or just play with it by yourself, because that's a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
um, and write down this stuff, because this is a great way, if you're doing the writing challenge, this is a great way to spark stories. If you're a writer and you just like to try out different ideas, this is a great way to start a story. Give it a couple pages and see where you go with it. But that's, again, the writer in me says, I want one for myself. And I probably will never play it with anybody else. I'll just have the cards and I'll just deal myself, a sheet of cards and then go from there. Yeah.
So many great ideas for us today, Kristin. I love it. Okay, one more time, viewers, I just want to let you know, Gamestormers. This is happening Thursday, September 11th, 6 p.m. It's a teen hangout, and it sounds like it's going to be pretty cool and pretty creative.
It's going to be fun. The art is beautiful on this game. The instructions, are a little involved, but that's okay. They're very clearly presented. I'm really impressed with how he did the instructions for this. So that's another thing I want to ask him when we get to talk is, how do you make the instructions clear enough that someone else can play it? Yeah. Because that's a very important part of games that we don't think about, but there's a lot of thought that goes into that.
Do you think he did the artwork himself? Or did he?
I don't know, but if he did, I'm really impressed because it's just beautiful.
Nice. Oh, I hope you have so much fun.
We're going to have fun. Come and see us. Come and play the games with us.
Thank you so much for joining us today. My guest, Kristin Keck, Manitowoc Public Library. I'm your host, Tina Prigge, for this episode of Coffee on the Coast. Signing off.
See, now I got you doing it.
Stay cool, everyone.
Bye.